Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here, and welcome back to another Ninjago Season 10 theory here on the channel. This also counts towards a little bit of a Season 11 theory video as well, as they're sort of just mixed in, in between there. But basically, this is another one of those crazy theories that I came up with. I believe it came to me in a dream. And I just sort of pieced the rest together here. But basically, before we start, if you have not yet seen March of the Oni yet, it might be in your best interest to go ahead and click off this video and go watch one of my other videos, because there will be a few spoilers in here for Season 10's story. If you have seen it or you just don't care about spoilers, welcome, let's go ahead and get right into it. So first of all, my theory is that when Cole fell off the Destiny's Bounty and landed in the middle of the Oni-infested Ninjago City, his body was actually taken over by an Oni, and he actually was an Oni throughout the remainder of Season 10. That would explain how he presumably did not, have anything happen to him because of the fall. He, was essentially caught by an Oni and basically, reformatted into one, or at least he's, secretly an Oni underneath. So if that's the case, I don't really know what happened to the real Cole. He's probably... he probably died when he fell off the thing and hit the ground without having any sort of support whatsoever. I mean, from the looks of it, that was a pretty big fall if he fell from the flying Destiny's Bounty, so I really don't know how he could have survived that, but I will be doing another video talking about that later on this week. But going back to the theory of an Oni possessing Cole's body, it would make a lot of sense. There's a few pieces of evidence for it, while there's also a little bit against it, and we'll go over both of them right here. So essentially, that could explain how Cole survived the fall and how he's back in the final episode of Season 10. He's basically an Oni, and an Oni force took him over. As we know, Oni have the power of shape-shifting, and I really don't know how far those abilities go, if they can copy someone's powers, or if they can't. I cannot remember to save my life right now. But if an Oni can go ahead and copy someone's appearance as well as their powers and movesets and actually all their abilities rolled into one, basically if they're the perfect copy, that could explain how Cole was able to wield the Scythe of Quakes in the final episode, and how he was able to partake in the Tornado of Creation with the other ninja. If an Oni would have taken him over and is able to copy all of his powers perfectly as well as his appearance, then this could have actually happened, and the final Cole that we see in the last episode was in fact, or could in fact, be an Oni. But of course, there are a few pieces of evidence pointing against this theory being true, as the Tornado of Creation, when they used it in the final episode there, it presumably wiped all of the Oni clean, and basically they weren't around anymore after that, right? So if that were the case, wouldn't the Oni-Cole hybrid just disappear? Unless, if the Oni can perfectly copy someone's elemental power as well as their appearance, if they can copy everyone's powers to a T, and if they can actually create, the perfect replica of whoever they're trying to copy, I think it is possible that with Cole's elemental power, that specific Oni could have went ahead and actually, completed the Tornado of Creation without fading away just like the other Oni did. And there's a big if on that. It's only if the Oni actually is able to copy Cole's powers to it, to an exact degree. Of course, then that leaves the question, what happened to the original Cole? Well, I mean, if this theory is true, which it probably isn't, but let's just pretend that it will be. So if this theory is true, then the original Cole is probably just dead at this point, as this new Oni Cole has sort of taken his place. And, if this is all true, we'll see what happens with Season 11 with that. They could make it like this big reveal. I mean, if I was going ahead and writing March of the Oni as it is, and I actually went ahead and gave my input on it, I would definitely make this happen, because it would create some sort of arc for Cole, even if he's not there, and it would for sure go ahead and, increase, I guess, the dramatic tension of Season 11, considering how, they could play it as the audience knows that Cole is an Oni, but the ninja don't, or they can make it just some big reveal that, hey, this Oni imposter has been with the ninja team this entire time. And if it was true, I think they would have went ahead and actually given a little bit of a teaser in there towards the end of the final episode of Season 10. They would have had Oni Cole do something, similar to how Moro basically was presented at the end of Season 4, but to my knowledge, they did not do anything like that. So I'm just going to have to come to the conclusion that this theory was just some wild speculation created by a Ninjago fan, that of course being myself. So in the comment section of this video, it's going to be a little interesting to read what you guys have to say regarding this theory, but would you like this to have been true, and would you like to have seen the actual Ninjago show actually make this change, or make this choice, or actually go ahead and follow this direction? Let me know all that down in the comments. I personally think it could have been interesting. With that being said, guys, that'll just about do it for this video here. If you enjoyed the video, as always, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up rating, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already. Once again, guys, the comment section is there for the various discussions that you would like to have regarding this topic, or if you just had a comment of a general nature, that's fine as well. Links in the description will lead you to my social media, whether it be my Twitter, my Instagram, or my Patreon. Be sure to support me on all those platforms if you would like to. With that being said, guys, thanks a lot for watching once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.